I want to start this video off by thanking everybody that viewed the last episode. You have actually made that so far the highest viewed episode, and I base it off when the video comes out, because these videos are bi-weekly, how many views per those 2 weeks. That's how well the video is done. And consistently I've had about 5 people viewing the show. So last episode we had 12 people viewed it. So those 12 people are brilliant. They're beautiful people. But they're most likely not subscribed to the channel, as only 0.8% of my viewers are actually 0.8% of my views come from subscribers, which means you're not subscribed and you should do so. "12 viewers and no one commented, so we got nothing to talk about." Let's get to the statistics. Okay, so in the Young Lion division, Clark Connors is in first place, 6 points. DKC has 6 points, and he's in second. Now, I had been doing it that because they both had 6 points, they'd be tied for first. But then I was like, wait a minute. Clark Connors has 2 wins, 2 losses, and the DKC has 1 win, 4 losses. How could they be fucking tied? So I've updated this. And so Clark Connors is first, DKC is second, Ren Narita. No, I do not want to type. Ren Narita, having 5 points, is in third. Kevin Knight, 3 points in fourth. And Alex Coughlin and Gabriel Kidd are tied for fifth because neither of them have actually wrestled yet. Now we go on to non-title division. In first place with 7 points is TJP. Mysterioso is in second place with 6 points, 3 wins, 0 losses. He's currently undefeated. Chris Dickinson is in third place with 6 points because he got 2 wins, 2 losses. As I said in the previous episode, I'm only going to do the top 5, but because there is a 6-person tie for fourth, we're just ignoring 4. So in fourth place, the 6-person tie is JR Kratos, Bateman, Adrian Quest, Rocky Romero, Fred Rosser, and El Phantasmo. They all have 5 points, 2 wins, 1 loss. It's currently Saturday, and yesterday was the Moxley Kenta match. ACH actually, he was in the first match, which was great. That was actually the best show they've had thus far. I've watched, not only did I've watched every episode, but that show, last night's show, I enjoyed each individual match. They were all great matches. But because ACH actually won, that pushed him up from 17th position to 16th. And Blake Christensen is actually in dead last with 1 point. Just thought I would mention that there is actually 17. Who is in the bottom? International Tag Team Division. Of course, it's still the Regal Twins because they're the only tag team. They're the only official tag team. Oh, what about Gorillas of Destiny? Gorillas of Destiny are not listed as New Japan USA roster. They're heavyweight division. So the Regal Twins are going to forever dominate that until they get an actual other tag team. I was thinking about this, like Fred Rosser and Adrian Quest, they work pretty good together. Maybe they should be a tag team. If you agree or disagree, put it in the comments, let me know. And IWGP US Heavyweight Championship Division time. The champion showed up. If the belt shows up in the episode, the belt shows up here. The funny thing about this is that the champion, Jon Moxley, only has had 1 match. He won that match last night, giving him 2 points. However, however, Kenta has 4 points and is still above him, and Brody King has 6 points. So, according to my statistics, Brody King is the #1 contender still for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. And I think that would be an amazing match. Brody, Big Bad Brody versus the Death Rider. Okay, now that's all. I like that concept. I think that would be a great match. However, I would like to see the Moxley-Kenta feud continue. I think that feud can play into the fact that Brody King has the most points in that division. However, I'm going to have to say this basically every time. These are not official divisions. So that's the end of the statistics branch. Now let's get on to the discussion board. We've got some, it's not one topic. There have been some changes, some improvements made to Standing Strong, and one of them is this list of this white section here on the countertop. As you've obviously seen, I wasn't sitting here reading off paper this time. I was reading off my phone, and that was made possible by typing. Except sitting there and typing out all those statistics with thumbs is annoying. That's why I haven't done it before. But then I bought something, which is sitting here. This mini keyboard. You know, that's a charging thing. It's wireless. Plugged it in, charged it, turned it on. Was able to type everything out here really easy. There is one negative aspect to this little keyboard. I'm not used to it. I'm used to full-size keyboards, and I'm typing on. No, I didn't hit. No, there's no YGH in the DKC that I'm typing normally, and I'm wound up hitting 2 or 3 buttons at a time as I'm typing because I'm used to them being larger buttons. So I wound up having to type with my fingernails. It's awkward. It's awkward as fuck. Let's put it that way. But as I was writing it out, I was starting to get more used to that concept of typing with my fingertips. Okay. So that was improved. We no longer have flimsy paper. So another thing was that the camera, I realized from watching it that the camera was like underneath me. It was too low, so I fixed that. The camera is now sitting on a stool, so it's up higher. It's actually on a tripod, and I had to make adjustments so that you get more of a direct look at me instead of we're going to look at me like I'm down this angle. And I know I have an issue with the audio not being loud enough because the microphone is over here. There's nothing really I can do about that. But one of the other things is that for anyone that watched or remembers the first episode, which was the Strong Awards, I gave an award to the most winningest faction. Whichever faction or stable, whatever group had the most wins, they were the most winningest faction. So I figured, what if we did something like in Harry Potter? When Gryffindor has all the points, they have all their banners all over the place, and then Huff and Puff wins. Now they have more points, so they have all their banners. I figured, why don't we do something like that? I think that would be interesting, because this is the set, and there's really this shirt and the Macho Man sunglasses that are sitting back here. That's the only wrestling stuff over here. Okay, so I figured, what if we did something? What if I did something? Which I did. So we got a blank sheet for any additional stable. I decided that I was going to do that and maybe pop it up here. I don't know how well that would be because then that kind of blocks out all the wrestling video movies and whatnot that I moved. They were in a different location. I rearranged this, put the wrestling stuff up here. to add to this so that there's more of a wrestling feel while you're watching this video. But I'm actually thinking I might do something like this, tape it to the wall. Why not? It'd be better than sitting there with a pen every so often and damaging the shit out of my media thing. So these were all drawn hand-free. Hand-free? Drawn freehand. Looked at the picture and just drew it out. So they're not that great, and I'm not a good artist. I'm not shit either, but these are like mediocre. So we got the first one for Bullet Club, which yeah, you can read that, right? Yeah. Cause so I figure at some point I'll probably sit there and color it in. Then we got, there is no logo for Team Filthy. They don't have one, so I just wrote Team Filthy. And then Chaos, which I decided to write in pen and then started coloring in a marker. I'm like, wait, let me make them all before I start coloring them in. However, you will never wind up seeing this logo on here again. This stable page, we'll call them. You'll never see this because Rocky Romero is the only member of Chaos. There's no way he's ever going to get enough wins to beat the other two factions. And then you also have Suzuki Goon. They've never showed up, so we can ignore them. LIJ hasn't shown up, we'll ignore them. United Empire, Jeff Cobb hasn't been here this year. He's the only member. But last year he was listed as, according to Wikipedia, last year they had him listed as New Japan USA. Now he's listed as IWGP Heavyweight Division. So that's why there's actually is the blank page in case he shows up. Then I'll write United Empire, which they got a pretty cool logo though. Although it doesn't make sense that there's a United Empire and it's just an E. That's the blank one. And Chaos has, I think, like 2 wins, something like that. So Rocky Romero only has 2 wins, so that means that Chaos has 2 points. Now, which team do you think actually has the most points? Honor system, put your guess in there. Because, surprisingly a lot, it's not Bullet Club. And it's because Jay White hasn't shown up this year. No, actually, the most winningest team is Team Filthy. Thus far. But at some point, Bullet Club might take the lead. So, next episode, you will see Team Filthy. But, because I haven't seen what this looks like through a camera lens just yet, it might be different when the next time you see it. I don't know, maybe I might make it. The old WWF scratch logo, I might sit there and redo this and have it scratched out in marker so it's thicker so that it's easier to see a little bit of lettering on a white page, on a white wall. So those were the first 2 topics that I wanted to discuss. The actual question, the actual discussion topic is merchandise. Now, New Japan Global Token Shop sells this shirt for $35. That's fucking ridiculously expensive. $35, and then you gotta pay like $15 in shipping and handling and a bunch of taxes. It wound up being about $55 for a fucking t-shirt. We're not even talking anything else like a towel, which those are already, the towels are like $40. The shirt is fucking $55 once you get all the taxes and fees. Ridiculous. That's why I got this on eBay. And it was $22. And then shipping, let's say it was $27. It winds up being cheaper. Someone on eBay is selling this for a lot cheaper than the actual NJPW. oh well, you didn't buy an official licensed merchandise. I don't give a fuck. No one else walking around is gonna go, oh, oh, that's not officially licensed. We can't talk to Brian anymore. No, they don't give a shit. They go, oh, that's a cool shirt. Anyway, how much New Japan merch do you have? Because I got, aside from all the Bullet Club shirts, I bought the DVDs. What kind of, what is your take on it? Have you guys bought any merch for New Japan at any time? Because at one point they were selling them at Hot Topics, which is where I got all my original Bullet Club t-shirts. Like I said, give me your experiences with their merchandise and whatnot. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.